Hello and welcome if you're new to my channel, and if you're a subscriber, a warm welcome back. This video is part of the viewer comment response series where I respond to a comment made by a viewer against one of my videos. And I respond via my channel purely because I feel the response will potentially be of interest to a good number of my viewers. I'm going to insert the comment at this point. And essentially the viewer wanted me to rank 2 fashion brands with handbags within the Hierarchy of Handbags series that I recently completed. I'm going to attach the playlist above, but I'm going to slot these 2 brands, and they are Minkoff and Tory Burch. I'm Anisu Sagonda, and I produce educational luxury content for anybody after the finer things. So whether you're someone who is new to money and wanting to learn how to navigate the terrain, or you're someone who's young and wanting to reap the benefits of buying quality from the get-go, or you're someone into luxury but wanting to focus more on the brands that operate very much under the radar and heavily weighted on quality, then my content is very much geared towards you. The 2 brands have a number of similarities. They are both American, eponymously named after their founders, and they are young brands. Minkoff was started in 2005, Tory Burch 2004. Both fashion brands with a good selection of ready-to-wear for women. There is also your fashion accessories, so think of your belts, bags, shoes, there's sunglasses in there. They also do fragrances. The difference is Tory Burch is a higher end brand in comparison to Minkoff. Looking specifically at Minkoff, Rebecca would slot very comfortably entry-level everyday luxury. In the Hierarchy of Handbags series, I think it was about 6 different levels, and I pretty much used the 7 levels of luxury that are already there. I'm going to attach the video where I talk about the different levels of luxury above, and I used some of those levels. What I did is I used the first level, everyday luxury, and then the next level, which is affordable luxury and an accessible core, I merged into one. So everyday luxury is essentially bags that are priced £500 and below, and affordable luxury is your bags that are priced from £500 through to £1,500. And Minkoff fits very comfortably in your entry-level everyday luxury. Their bags are priced between $40 and $500, which is about £35 through to about £300. So it's cheaper than your Kate Spade, your Coach, your Michael Kors, Furla that I mentioned as your more entry level to the everyday luxury level. But Minkoff, when you look at the quality of their leathers and the price you pay, absolutely fantastic. For that entry level, the price for the quality is amazing. It's a brand that's very much geared towards your millennials, so your 20 and 30-year-olds. It's a brand I can actually say I don't think I've ever seen someone who's over 30, possibly 35 at a push with a Minkoff bag. They're very much your entry-level bags, and they are inspired heavily by your big-ticket brands. So think of Saint Laurent, you have Chanel in there, you have Valentino, inspiring a lot of their styles. They essentially make some of the most popular styles in the market accessible to a very young audience who typically would not be able to afford them, and they do very good versions, very good takes of these bags. So for example, you have the Edie bag. You can see straight away it's inspired by the Saint Laurent Lulu. You also have the Nanin bag, inspired by the Valentino Rockstud. You also have the Chevron, that's inspired by the Chanel Boy bag. But if you take a look at a good selection, a range of their different styles, you can see they're heavily inspired by your big ticket, your super premium, ultra high-end brands. As I said, very much a brand for your younger audience, fantastically priced for the quality of leather that you're getting. I like the colors, I like the styles, they are fantastic. Looking at Tory Burch, the higher end version of the 2, the higher end brand in comparison to Minkoff, within the Hierarchy of Handbags series, fits comfortably within affordable luxury, but more at the entry level of that. The majority of their bags are priced well under £1,000, very confidently under £1,000. Their bags are priced between 300 and the most expensive being £1,300. But as I said, most are well under that £1,000 mark. When you compare to the other brands within that hierarchy of handbag series, so you had brands such as Marni, you had Bali, you had Off-White, you had Loewe, Mulberry, Stella McCartney, it's below all of those. I'd put it entry level together with Mulberry for price and also for quality. Quality, I'd actually put Mulberry just fractionally ahead. But the quality of the leather that Tory Burch uses is fantastic. The price point, the quality you're getting is amazing. But I must say, when I look back over the last 3 to 5 years, their prices have been coming up. And I feel they're a little overpriced. And especially considering the other brands within that segment, they are overpriced. They're a little more expensive. But in terms of the colors, the styles, the patterns, the designs, they're fantastic. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them. But you have a lot of very good, credible competition. Bali, case in point, a brand I mentioned, their bags are underpriced. I think you need to pay more for Bali bags. When you think of the quality you're getting, the leather, the craftsmanship, they are underpriced. You also have right at the top of that level, Loewe. You also have Off-White, you have Marni, you have Stella McCartney, fantastic brands, all well over around that £1,000 mark, well over £900. You're hitting 900, 1,500, 600, 700. More so Loewe, that just goes a little over the £1,500. But Tory Burch, I like for the colors. It's very much the colors that I like. They have about 7 or 8 ranges within the entire brand. And their 4 most popular, you have the Fleming. The Fleming bag comes in 2 sizes. It's a fantastic bag, a fantastic style to wear from day to evening. Can be worn either as a shoulder bag or a crossbody. You also have in there the Kira. Kira has 3 different styles. You have the crossbody version, you have a shoulder bag, and you also have the clutch, which is a little pouch. And then the other one that's doing fantastically well, I think it's their front runner at the moment, is part of the Lee Radziwill collection, and it's specifically the double Lee and the mini bag. They are like wearable pieces of artwork. The colors, the patterns, the designs, the styles, the textures, you're spoiled for choice, and you can see they are heavily influenced by the Fendi Peekaboo. But it's just a very fun, pretty bag. And this is the one I'm starting to see more and more of out and about. Tory Burch is very much a mature brand. It's for people who are typically more mature. I've never actually seen a younger person with a Tory Burch bag. I tend to see people my age, so I'm talking 40 and above. So your 40s, 50-year-olds. I can even push it down to about mid-30s and above. So it's more mature brand. But you're getting a fantastic bag for the quality, but there's just a lot of competition, and that's what makes me feel every time I think of Tory Burch that it's a little overpriced for what you're getting, considering the other competitors in this space. Another bag to also get on your radar, another range that they have is the Perry, their tote. Spoiled for choice when it comes to colors, patterns, styles with it. Also within the Perry tote range, they have a number of other fun bags. They've thrown in some card cases, phone cases, also camera bags, all very colorful. Tory Burch is very much about the color. You're not buying it for your classic black or brown or navy. It's very much the bold patterns, the pieces of artwork, colorful, bright, fun handbags. But 2 very confident brands within their segments. You have Rebecca Minkoff for your everyday luxury. You have Tory Burch for affordable, entry-level, affordable luxury. But when I was doing the hierarchy, putting it together, I was spoiled for choice. There are a lot of brands I could have considered, but I tried to whittle it down to brands that I felt most confidently represented each level of the hierarchy that I spoke about. But if there are any other bags any other brands within the whole handbag world that you feel I should add, let me know in the comments down below. But do subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and in particular a video I'm working on where I'm talking about brands for you to get on your radar, brands that you already know, a couple that will be new brands for you to be aware of, but a very good selection of brands for you to get on your radar, particularly if you're into brands that are under the radar and heavily weighted on quality. further questions apart from what I've addressed in the video, as always, let me know in the comments down below. Do subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. But as always, thank you for watching and stay safe.